Prologue. The mailbox was hot, so I yanked the door open and gingerly fished my hand around inside, pulling out 3 identical square envelopes. That was all. My heart sank. I'd been hoping for a big packet, one containing the acceptance letter and related information about the teaching job at the new school a district away, in Willowcrest. Teaching was what I wanted to do, and though my acceptance hadn't yet been made official, the president of the school board had already assured me that the position was mine. I knew I had the rest of the summer to get ready, but I'd been so excited after he told me that I'd come straight home and started planning lessons and activities for my future scholars. I'd also subscribed to Blackboard Bulletin and had even made arrangements to attend my first teacher training class. All that was left now was to receive the official confirmation from the school board. Instead, the mailbox held just 3 little envelopes, one addressed to my grandmother, one to my parents, and one to me, Miss Ada Rupp. My disappointment quickly evaporated once I realized these were from my sister, Lexi. Her Oregon address was on the back, printed in fancy lettering near the top. Slipping my index finger under the flap, I carefully opened it and pulled out the contents. Cream-colored paper tied with a pink ribbon to a larger, dark brown card. An invitation. Standing there at the mailbox beside the empty highway, my eyes skimmed the elegant printing on the front. It read, "The honor of your presence is requested at the marriage of Alexandra Clarissa Yeager to James Patrick Nolan, the 15th of August at the family farm of the bride, 3214 Orchard Road, Aurora, Oregon. Reception following. Please RSVP by August 8th. So Lexi was finally to marry her one true love, James. Eyes filling with sudden tears, I held the invitation to my face. The paper felt cool against my skin. The ribbon was soft. The smell of the ink was faint, but noticeable. God's blessings on you both. Blinking away my tears, I looked up the highway in each direction. With not a buggy or car or truck in sight, I began crossing the hot pavement back toward the house, my bare feet sticky against the blacktop. Though Lexi had been raised Mennonite, she seemed to do things pretty much the way any Englisher would, which meant as different from here as could be. No doubt her wedding would be nothing like the ones I was used to. For starters, couples in my community wouldn't send out paper invitations like this. Instead, following a formal announcement in church, known as a publication, guests would be invited verbally. At least I was familiar with the term RSVP, thanks to my cousin Ella, who had found out about Lexi's engagement a month ago and had chattered endlessly about English wedding traditions ever since. The last time I saw Ella, she had pulled me aside to show me a magazine made especially for brides that she'd bought in town, one with photos of beautiful dresses and handsome grooms and elegant cakes. We had flipped through it together, Ella obviously enthralled with every page, though I wasn't sure what to think. All I knew was, Amish or English, the sacredness of the commitment was what mattered. My sister was getting married, and more than anything, I wanted to be there with her when she did. Reaching the other side of the road, I paused at the head of our driveway, looking again at the words on the invitation and doing the calculations in my head. August 15th was 4 weeks away, plenty of time to make some sort of travel arrangements. Plenty of time. But who was I kidding? It would never happen. In the field to my right, a hot breeze began to rustle the green, waist-high stalks of corn. Standing there, I watched the thick leaves as they fluttered and swayed, feeling on the inside much like those corn stalks, as if my very soul were rustling and shifting in response to some deep internal force. I had no word for that force, though I tried several.